All right, guys, so as you know, at OE Garage, we like to put engines in things they don't belong in, such as our LS B2200 here. And part of doing that actually involves quite a bit of measurement and design in order to get things to work. Because if I'm going to design a bolt-in kit, I don't want you to have to cut your firewall out or beat your tunnel into oblivion. So the whole point of these swap designs that we do here at OE Garage is that for the most part, with maybe a little bit of dead blow work, you're able to bolt that engine into your stock vehicle. And now for years, I've basically been doing this while looking at 3D scans of vehicles through Polycam, which is a free app you can get on your phone with a paid subscription. And there's been a ton of people who have wanted a D21 LS swap kit. Now, if you don't know, D21 LS swap is kind of the second real major build that we did. Problem was that we cut the stock frame mounts of that truck to do the small block Chevy mount. So everyone kept asking me, hey, when are you going to design an LS swap kit for the D21? And my response was, I don't have one I can use. Can I get a scrap truck? Can someone pull their engine out and send me a scan? I can receive multiple scans through that process. And ultimately, Devontae, who's pretty close to us, he's actually pulling his engine and transmission out of his D21 to put a 5-speed back in it. And we had the perfect opportunity to go over there, scan his truck, get some good measurements. And I was able to use that to design the first preliminary set of LS swap bolt-in mounts for the D21. Now, it's just for the engine mounts so far, but that's where this package from Speedway Motors comes into play, because what's inside of these two packages is LS cylinder head and a block. It comes in a way that you're able to assemble this sort of plate structure together, and this sheet metal combines to create essentially a fully functioning long block, but you have bolting points for everything such as the exhaust, the oil pan, and in our case, the engine mounts. Now, the reason I got this thing, because I've been looking at it for a while, is it's kind of like a tool to me, and I just didn't feel like I needed that tool yet. But you got to understand that when I'm designing these things, I'm doing this in a 3D space using scans that I have that are scaled. And there's a certain level of responsibility that I have before I offer a product for sale that it actually fits. I can go through all of those steps, go through all of those scans, and design the product that I think is absolutely perfect. If it gets out there and I had a scale off somewhere and it doesn't fit and I'm selling that to everyone, you could see how much of a nightmare that would become. And that's kind of tough to have a spare LS block just sitting around in my garage for the sole purpose of test fitting. Not to mention, even the block torn down is still pretty damn heavy, where this in total is 36 pounds. Now, this isn't sponsored by Speedway Motors, but if you want it to be, Speedway, hit me up. Been doing this for 5 years now. I'm pretty committed. We're gonna get the head off of here, get our block set up, and then we'll go ahead and put this all together. See what all comes out. Oh, that was pretty dang clean. Okay, so to start out, we're gonna grab 1B and 1D, which is gonna be the wider plate. We have 4 holes here. We're gonna start at these top 2 holes above this rectangular opening. We're gonna put a bolt through each of these, and then we'll lay it down like this so we can get 1D connected in on that. Now, when we bring 1D in, we're gonna wanna kind of come in. See how I have these tabs pointing down? They're gonna point to the bottom of the block. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make this majority of this plate flush with this trapezoidal opening. Get a couple nuts on this. All right, so for the next step, we're gonna get 1B installed. We're gonna do the same method here. We're gonna get a bolt in the bottom 2 holes now, set it down, drop this over it, and put some nuts on them. 1E is going to mount the opposite way. Majority of the plate is going to be flush with this rectangular opening. Now that we've got those finger tight, we're going to come through with 1A. We're going to drop it in on top. Once again, lining up these 4 holes in the same exact spot. Plates are flush with each of the openings here. And we'll get a nut on each one of these. We now have basically most of the block done at this point. The last 2 things we have to do now are we have to get the 2 engine mount plates bolted in. Super simple, right? If you're looking at this, they have 2 holes on the top, 2 holes on the bottom. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put them in between these bent 45-degree plates from the top and bottom plate. It's gonna come over and slide over them. Just like that. So now that we've got everything framed up, we can go ahead and just tighten everything down for the block portion itself. We got our block all tightened up. Everything is good to go. We're going to move the block out of the way and move on to the cylinder heads. All right, so for the cylinder heads, you're going to have 2A, 2B, this is 2C, 2D, and then 2E. 2A and 2B are the ends of your cylinder heads, like so. And then really the bolts we're looking at working with are these two on these sides and these two over here. That's where we're going to start. So first off, we get this set up, 2A and B spaced out from each other. And then 2C is going to actually go between these. 2D is going to go between them over here. It's a little bit more intricate with the head. You actually reuse, I don't want to say reuse, but these two top holes are doing double duty. So not only do they come through here, like so, but then your valve cover is going on top of that through these hole locations as well. Now we got all that finger tight. Go ahead and just crank down all the bolts on this thing. Okay. One head complete. All right, our second head is done. Go ahead and get this stuff off the table. We'll get the block back up here. Now you'll use the M8 bolts that are left over to put the cylinder heads on the block itself. Pretty basic. You have two holes on each side. So we'll go ahead and get our cylinder heads, slap them up here, bolt them on. So there's a little note up here, as you saw in that last round with the other head, these top ones, you're going to want to take the bolt up through from the block because there's limited clearance between the bolt head and the cylinder head hardware. So like I said, in this case, you just want to work it through into the nut up here. Now that we have all the cylinder heads on, we'll go ahead, tighten everything down, and then it should be good to go. There we have it. Let's take a look at this thing assembled. All right, guys, if you were just here to watch the Speedway Motors LS mock-up block assembly process, this is where you can jump off the video. If you're here for the D21 LS mounts, we're going to continue on. I'm going to put the oil pan on this thing, and we'll get our D21 prototype engine mounts welded up and bolted onto this, ready to go fit it up in the donor truck. So we're going to keep moving on. All right, guys, our donor pan here is going to be the 302-3 swap pan, or any eBay, Amazon knockoff of it. That tends to be the best fitting one with the highest crank clearance. So we're going to go ahead, just slap this on there. I'm not going to put the gasket on with this because that's really not going to make a substantial difference for us. So we're just going to get everything lined up, get our bolts through, and it should be relatively straightforward. I mean, ultimately, this is a mock-up block, and this is exactly what it's for, right? The oil pan, long bolts through the back. And then we've got 3 different locations. The bolt through the body. And we're going to use that hardware provided to us in the bags from the Speedway Motor Kit. Comes with a bunch of hardware that you can use to mount this kind of stuff on. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's the first of our prototype D21 LS mounts. This is the portion that's going to mount the frame of the truck. This is the portion that's going to mount to the engine. And what they do, one set is offset forward, one set is offset backwards, because the D21 on the stock frame has offset mounts. So pretty basic, right? Like, we're just going to set it up that way. We can get this one bolted on, we got to tack up the other one, and then we'll be ready to go test fit this in the truck. So on this side, we're going to take our mount. It's going to come through here. Hopefully not fall off like it's trying to. This thing off of here. We've got this mounted facing this way. This one is going to mount the flip version of it like this, facing that way. So once again, this one is going to flip on this side, where the other one is on the opposite side. We're going to go here like that. I'm going to set it up. We'll take a look at this from the bottom and from the top. I think it is good to go. So I'm gonna head inside, have some dinner. Tomorrow we'll take it out there with us, test fit this sucker, and fingers crossed these mounts will fit and we can go into production runs for you D21 guys, but I'll catch you tomorrow morning. All right, so we did test it. Confirmed that there's no way to make the center cross member work without doing way too much of the tunnel. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the cross member out. Should be able to make that work now. Mounts, we'll test to see if they line up. That was beautiful, man. It wasn't stuck at all.
This thing is, like I said, New York City is like only rusted a couple spots.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Most of the bolts came out.
Yeah, so I mean, ideally, you can see like back here, I'm looking at those ones at the back. And like, it looks like they would kind of come up more.
Yeah.
I can't tell, like, I feel like you'd want it to lean back like that. I don't know, Chris, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's bolting in.
Very fun.
Like being at Hershey Park.
All right, guys, we just got back from test fitting things. So the good news is everything fit like how I wanted it to. We did have to take the center cross member out, which I figured we were going to because on our first swap we had to do that anyways. Gonna have to design a low profile cross member for you guys, but that's no big deal. Now, as far as the mounts go, like I said, they fit well. There's a couple things we figured out there, which is I was designing for this 2-hole, essentially, well, really 4-hole system, but only 2 of the holes on the frame are threaded, these bottom 2. So I'm going to revise the design so it's only accounting for 1 slot. There's no need to have this up here. Plus, I don't want to like confuse anyone by adding these additional ones there. Like you could for additional hold down, but you'd have to put a nut on the backside. It's also smaller, like maybe an M6 or 8 hole on that side versus this one. So we're going to make that revision. This mount, everything could stay exactly the same, the part that goes to the engine, so I'm good with that. So we're gonna get those revisions done and just head into production. I mean, I think we're good to go with what we've got. Gonna change it a little bit and everything's gonna be ready to go. We're gonna start with the pre-order here. I'm probably gonna launch with like 20 sets and then we'll go from there as far as keeping them in production. But I know you guys have been waiting for like years for this, so I'm excited to finally get these to you guys. Also, I'm kind of pumped to have this mock-up LS from Speedway Motors. It really is kind of helpful to have this as a tool rather than lugging around a whole engine. And it also gives me something to come out here and measure, something physical that I can use when I design these swap kits. So this is exciting. I think I'll get plenty of value out of this tool. Pretty easy to put together. Took a little bit of time, but relatively simple. So I'm kind of excited to see what else I can use this for. But otherwise, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.